As a boy, Ernest Thompson spent his summers at the Belgrade Lakes of Maine.
As an adult, looking back on those days, he was inspired to write a play called On Golden Pond, which later became a movie. His script for the film won an Academy Award.
Ernest Thompson lives in New Hampshire, and we caught up with him at the Majestic Theater in Conway. With a new play, a new film, and several other projects in the work, he is exceptionally busy these days, just the way he likes it.
I don't know. I've always been a storyteller. I just love it. I love it so much. And sometimes, by coincidence, all the things do come together. Because there are plenty of times when nothing comes together. I just, I feel so stimulated by it. I'm so grateful that I get to do it all.
A lot of people think of you as a writer. They don't think of you as an actor, but you actually started out as an actor, and you ended up writing On Golden Pond because you weren't getting acting jobs, right?
Yeah, that makes sense, right? You're not working. What are you going to do? Play tennis all day? So. Yeah, I sat down and started writing plays.
One of the first things Ernest Thompson wrote at that time was a one-act play called The Constituent, which, nearly 50 years later, he has now made into this short film.
It's the story of a guy who lives in the backwoods of, started to be Maine, now it's New Hampshire, because that's where I live, who writes letters to a senator. He's been doing it for 35 years. They're not the most cordial letters. I say they're more profane than profound, but he's got a lot in his mind. And I think a lot of us deal with that. If only we can make a change. Well, you can try.
Do I know you? Well, you should. You've written me enough letters.
You're a jackass from Burlington Sports and Recreation?
Nope, I'm not that jackass. I'm the jackass from the U.S. Senate.
After receiving hundreds of letters, the senator in the film, played by Gordon Clapp, shows up at his constituents' home.
You write love letters to everyone or just to me in Burlington Sports and Recreation?
Well, I've written to most of the presidents the last 50 years, though I'm not sure all of them can read. I'm not naming names.
It's a study in finding common ground for two people who have nothing in common.
At least you got your LL beans. When I was a boy, I used to think that was a kind of bean, the LL, like your lima bean, faba bean, pinto bean.
All right, you don't have to go on. I know there are lots of beans.
Soybean, brown bean, black bean, white bean. It's a very inclusive legume.
A story of political division and disagreement? Yeah, that might have something to say about America these days.
Now it just seemed like the right time. I don't know if you read the paper at all, but a lot of stuff's going on in our culture right now. And I thought, okay, we got to tell this story now.
You have a wide net of friends, and one of them, Griffin Williams Sherry, well-known, hugely loved Maine musician, and he contributed to a song for the film, right?
Yeah, I wrote a new song. I do a lot of songwriting, and I wrote one called Cross the Bridge. Perhaps the metaphor will resonate for you. It's what could we do? How do we cross the bridge? I have a regular songwriting buddy in Manchester with whom I wrote this song, and he reached out to Griffin, and Griffin said, I'm in. So, and now he's my pal. I just think he's the greatest.
Ernest Thompson never has just one project going on. He's going to be hitting the road in a one-man play, Archie Parrish's Parting Words, which, no surprise, he wrote and which reflects his deeply held convictions about storytelling.
And I don't know if I mentioned this to you before, but I have this belief that if something doesn't have the 3 H's, heart, humor, and hope, I don't want it. I don't want to be part of it. I don't want to write it, direct it, or act in it. And I don't even want to see it.
You've got a lot on your calendar, but perhaps nothing that's more important than what you hope to be doing next year, which is performing on Broadway in your play On Golden Pond, which you will also direct?
Yeah, I know, and I'm sure your listeners, your viewers are looking at me and thinking, he's a little young to play the old guy on Golden Pond, but that's what acting is. I can fake it. So yeah, it may be as soon as this fall.
The movie version of On Golden Pond came out in 1980. Henry Fonda and Katharine Hepburn won Academy Awards for Best Actor and Actress, and Ernest Thompson won for Best Screenplay.
One little way in the woods, there was nothing familiar, not one damn tree. Scared me half to death. That's why I came running back here to you. See your pretty face.
I haven't been on Broadway for 50 years, so I think it's time. But yeah, I'm very excited about it because I've had 47 years now to think about On Golden Pond, about how I would like it to be performed. And I'm sure other writers can say this, but I have never seen Norman Thayer played the way I wanted them to be. So yeah, I'm really, really excited about it.
I believe that the Greeks' definition of happiness was full use of your abilities along lines of excellence in a life affording them scope. It sounds as though you, at this stage of your life, should be maybe as happy as you've ever been.
Well, I am, yeah. And a lot of it is, you know, the externals. A lot of it is my love story with my wife. And a lot of it is I get to do what I love to do. And, you know, not everybody can say that. Every day I wake up, I feel like a kid at summer camp. What's my activity going to be today? Am I going to write a new song? I've written 250. I can't sing. Am I working on a new screenplay or a new play or a new novel? And that is just delicious for me.
He's funny.
He's funny. As he said, the 3 H's, heart, humor, and hope. And the humor is essential. It's in all of his works.
And I'm not surprised to hear him talking about, you know, everything that's going on in the world and how he's leaning on storytelling. Because I think it is through telling stories that we kind of understand the world around us and find that common ground where there's nothing in common.
You talked about that metaphorical bridge, and obviously those are the bridges that we need right now.
Exactly.
And how cool is it that Griffin William Sherry contributed a song to his movie The Constituent?
Snaps. Love it. That's a lot of great energy right there.
I've only heard a little bit of that song from the film, but it's good stuff. It's cool. So nice touch there. You can see Ernest Thompson in the play Archie Parrish's Parting Words. That's happening Saturday evening at 7:30 at the Majestic Theater in Conway, New Hampshire. It's a one-man show in every sense of the word, written by, directed by, and starring Ernest Thompson.
Should be a good one. Coming